Hello, this is Edward Dumancas, Fei Mong Wing Chun, Bothell, Washington. Just not too long ago, I had the very short meeting with John DiVirgilio. He demonstrated some basic movements from the Baht Cham Do. We are now going to get him back on and discuss, I believe it may be footwork. So let's see, try to see him get him there.
Can you step back? Can you see my feet?
I can see your feet and I can see your head. I can see your entire body.
Good.
So are you going to demonstrate the footwork?
Yeah, just some ideas of footwork.
Okay.
I'll do it slow, so. Okay. So you can begin by asking about footwork.
Yeah, well, John, those that have learned the knives and have learned the hand set of Wing Chun may not realize that there are actually two different footworks that are involved. The knife footwork is a lot wider. Would you be able to demonstrate what that might look like?
Right. So indeed, the parallel sword footwork, legs, the horse is wider and deeper, but not as deep as the pole.
John, I can't. Okay, good. Better. There you go.
Right. So I'm going to say, see how wide it is?
Yes.
Pretty wide. I'm going to use my hands like they're swords. So this is the parallel sword look. That's how wide. Whereas the hand art would be much narrower, right?
Yes.
This is much wider. So slant guard is slightly turned, no slant. It's twisted guard. I mean, slant angle, but not slanting body. Okay? So much wider. Gong, the same. Gong. Right? View is pushed. Now notice how I swing my foot. Jump is done with usually a pump. The horse is wider. Likewise, gong can be done the same way. Be done forward or fading. Right? So there's tiuma where you pull. When you do the yachido. So Q. A lot of things will be short touch. So I'm just going to ball with my feet. And then short swing, stab. Jump. Notice the swing gait called che bo. There's no lifting step. There's no lifting steps. In combat, once you lift, you are on one leg and you're slow. Maybe muddy, slippery, so swinging gaits. All swinging gaits. Swinging gait. Right? There's also full gaits, full gaits, full gaits, full gaits, but there's a parallelism, see? I'm not opening the turn or twisting. Parallel. So sometimes I'm going to do the gong on a swing gait or che bo, just switch your hands. And the che bo, I'm still too keep it wider. A lot of things are pulled. Yeah. Push, Q, J-bo, J-bo, J-bo. So J-bo, Hong-bo, Tiuma, twisted, guard, basic footwork. There's no real walking in that, and you don't want to jump with both feet. So you have little pushes that are pushed. Ding, ding, jump, jump. So that's my ideas of footwork. Sword. The pivots are done whole-footed. You can shift a little forward or a little back, depending on knee. So it's not just the heel or ball, it's whole-footed. Whole-footed. Because the horse is wider. Okay, that concludes some highlights of footwork.
Hey, John, I have a question.
Yes.
Why would the footwork be wider with the knives?
Well, the knives are longer. Don't forget the reach is longer. Attacking things is going to be longer. And you're going to have to play a longer intercept parameters. Really long. So in the terrain that you're going to be in southern China, slippery, muddy, wet, you don't want to be too narrow. You don't want to be hopping around. You want to be seated. And just like a basketball player with no ball first, playing like a medicine ball throwing.
Yes.
Catching, pushing. Keeping both feet sliding without picking and lifting. So again, it's much easier on weapons. Don't forget the weapons have weight, not just pushing the hand. So the more weight there is, and you can practice with a heavy sword, but practice the fighting swords are a lot lighter. You want to have a little lower horse. And that goes to the pole, right? Even bigger and heavier, even lower the horse. All right, so the next part I'll talk on is just concept of use. There's several core rules in using a blade. Never put the blade behind your body line. Your body line is in front and back. Don't go back. There's no back. Wasting time, no. Never flip your blades. Hey, it takes time. And you may be in close combat. There's no space to even flip your blade. So shorten your blade and shorten your life. Next one, number 3, is always try to attack the closest target, which are probably his hand, fingers to hand. If you can reach past the elbow, you're too close. And meaning too close is that you should be in such a way that should you not make a good cut, or he doesn't feel it right away, he can't counter stroke you and catch you. So you want to play at a distance of the blade. First, top third is sharp, the middle third is dull, the last third or so is blunt. So you want to catch him on your top, all right? So at range, keep your range. You don't want to get so close where you can get into his body and he doesn't feel it because your cut went right through him. For a whole second, he may not feel it. He'll still be around to counter stroke you and kill you. So you may have been there first, but both of you die. So use your footwork to keep proper range and attack closest target, which is probably the hand. All right. The next thing about attack is train your eyes with a partner. You cannot be over focused. A lot of things are going to be from peripheral vision. All right. So it's called whole vision, or in days of old, horse riding vision. You're riding a horse, you're not looking at the pebbles on the ground, right? You got to see the whole hillside, the tracks, the trees, the branches. So you got to have a blending or a marriage of the primary and your peripheral vision. Yeah. You got to be relaxed enough to breathe correctly too. So you practice. On the greatest of emergencies, you're down, you're gasping, the last chance, you are allowed to throw your blade at the opponent's legs, right? So, but that's last chance, last gasp. About practice, find yourself a partner to give you feeds. Because the forms and the walkthroughs at first, you walk, slow means fast. You better hurry up by practicing a lot, right? So walking speed, proper progression, work your steps. After the forms are done, you got to get your touch drills to bring in stickiness. You know? Stickiness comes with a lot of blade touching. Sometimes very soft, sometimes very hard. I like to quote famous admiral, Japanese admiral, great Admiral Togo. We have short weapons, right? Not enough. The enemy has long weapons and more. You're outnumbered and probably outclassed. If the man has equal skill, pole and short sword, the pole spear guy has the advantage. The only chance the short sword guy, because by Qing law, right? Only forearm length blades. You don't have the long blades like the constables or the Qing authorities. So if you had to fight someone long blades, you're at a disadvantage. So the only thing you can do, back to Togo's quote, outnumbered, maybe in vastness of weapons and reach, there's only one thing that you still have on your side and you should take advantage of. Practice more. Hence, the short sword man never has a Saturday or Sunday. It's only Friday, Monday. So practice more will help you at least try to even the odds. I kind of walked out of there. So even the odds. So again, don't flip. Don't stab to the body. Attack the quickest targets, usually hands. And remember, the guy with the long weapon has 8 targets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, knee, and the foot. The 9th would be right to your body. So you got, as a short swordman, you only got quickies on the hand to fingers and just above the wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you have. You cannot get any closer. Okay, I think that's plenty enough to ponder on some tactical ideas of how to use it, the blades.
Yes, John. And I want to thank you again for your time. That's a lot of information. I have seen, I know you've seen it many times, at least on YouTube, guys with their knives and they're flipping it and flipping it inside
Yeah, I
them.
mean, guys play around and flip around, but you know, Yipman showed a lot of guys, a lot of what they call sets, made up sets, feel good sets, and they all have the signature of flipping the blades. He only taught 2 guys completely, and Ho Ga-ming got half back. Wang Chongyan said he sent a short movie for the rest of it to him. So Ho, who's just passed away, should have it all too. And I know like Yang Shang has about 6 or 7 parts out of 13. Some have 4 or 5. There's a whole bunch of private lesson guys who got the therapy sets, just to feel good. Pay me, don't tell anyone else about it, don't compare it, it's my very school. And a whole bunch of made up baloney sets. That's tragic that happened, but that's what happened.
Yeah. Hello, Edward Dumancas, Fei Mong Wing Chun. And so that was the second short sip of tea with Master John DiVirgilio, which he went ahead and gave a brief description and of the footwork, which I believe many Wing Chun guys out there that have learned or are learning the knife set have not fully understood. And so I highly recommend, if you are in the middle of learning or practicing or want to learn, pay attention to that video and try to get some understanding on the difference in the footwork, the width of the stance in comparison to what you've practiced as a Wing Chun practitioner for I don't know how many years, right? Some of us many years. And so again, hats off to Master John DiVirgilio. Again, Edward Dumancas, Fei Mong Wing Chun, signing out.